Hi, cuties! Happy Monday! You ready for a joke? Alexa, tell me and my students a joke.
Why did Poison Ivy go to the hair salon? To touch up her roots.
Poison Ivy is from the superheroes from Marvel, maybe DC. I don't remember which one, but she's kind of a villain, right? But she went to the salon to touch up her roots. That means her roots were starting to show. Ah! All right, my friends, today we are going to do a language arts lesson and a math lesson, and we're going to read our last two chapters of our book. Alrighty, let's get going on language arts. Repeat after me. We will be able to understand cause and effect. Alrighty, my friends. So last week we started talking about cause and effect. So because something happened, this was the effect of it. So we looked at the cartoon with the balloon and the boy blew up the balloon too much and it popped, right? So that was the cause and the effect. The boy caused the balloon to blow up so big that the effect was that the balloon burst. So, we're going to be talking about the same thing this week, except we're going to use this story to do so. We are going to read this story, Cloudy with a Chance of Cats and Dogs by Nicole Scheffler. Paragraph 1. You may have heard the saying, "It's raining cats and dogs out there." But what's really going on up in the sky? Read on to find out. Rain comes from clouds. But where do the clouds come from? First, it's important to understand that all air contains water. This invisible water is called water vapor. When warm air rises, it cools down. Cool air can't hold as much water vapor as warm air. So, the water vapor grabs a ride on tiny pieces of dust in the air. The vapor forms water droplets around the bits of dust. A cloud is formed when billions of these water droplets come together. Inside a cloud, the water droplets move around very quickly. When they move, they bump into each other. As a result, they may stick together. If they stick together, then they start to get bigger. When they get bigger, they get heavier. Sometimes they get too heavy for the cloud to hold them. Then they fall to the ground as rain. If it's cold outside, then they fall as snow. Much of this rain and snow falls all the way back down to the ground. Then the whole process starts over again. So let's take a look at our pictures on the bottom of the page, okay? It says, number 1, warm air rises, so it goes into the sky. Number 2, water vapor turns into droplets. You see those little droplets in the sky? Number 3, droplets form clouds. So now those little droplets turned into clouds. Number 4, droplets get heavy and fall, and they fall down as rain or snow, which is called precipitation. Using the information we just read, about clouds and rain and precipitation, we're going to fill in this chart, this cause and effect chart. So, on the left side, we see our cause, and then on the right side, we see what the effect is. So, for the first one, it says warm air rises. What is the effect of the warm air rising? What happens to that warm air that rises? Okay, Then next you have the effect, but you need to fill in the cause. So something causes this effect. The water vapor attaches itself to dust to form droplets. What causes that to happen? Okay, and then on the other two, you have to write the effect from the story we just read. It says billions of droplets come together. What do they make when they come together? What happens when billions of droplets come together? What do they end up making? Then, the last one, you have to write the effect. It says the droplets stick together and get heavier. What happens when the droplets get heavier? What is the effect of them getting heavy? Okay, so what you guys are going to do today is you're going to fill in this chart. You're going to fill in the 4 missing pieces of this chart in order to make it complete. We will be able to understand cause and effect. All right, my friends, so now it's time for you to head on over to Google Classroom. You're going to go to the language arts lesson. You're going to find May 18th, and you're going to complete our lesson for the day. On the Google Classroom, you will find the story that we just went over, and you will find the chart that you will need to copy down onto your paper at home and fill in those 4 sections that need to be filled in to make it complete. Once you've done that on your piece of paper at home, click the submit button on Google Classroom so that I know that you've completed your work and you're done with language arts on Google Classroom for the day. Once you're done with that, I'd like you to spend 10 or 15 minutes on reading A to Z, okay? All right, I'll see you back here for math when you're all done with your language arts. See ya for now.